Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the conferring ceremony for the Kemmy Business School. The ceremony itself will commence very shortly, when the President will convene a meeting of the University for the purpose of conferring your academic awards, and will also make a formal address of welcome. I have some announcements first to make sure the ceremony goes smoothly, and I would also take this opportunity to explain the background to some of what will happen during the ceremony itself. Firstly, please familiarise yourself with the nearest exit in the highly unlikely event of an evacuation being necessary, bearing in mind that as well as the exits visible, there are also exits off the stage itself. You should also be sure to exit from the building and not just into the atrium above. We also ask that you do not leave during the ceremony. However, if you find that you do have to leave, you will not be readmitted. We also have an open campus, and as such, we have no control over non-accredited photographers who do come to take photographs of graduates in our grounds. We do have a university-accredited photographer, and today they're based in the Castroy Park Hotel, which I'm sure you are all aware where it is. There's also a framing service for your apartments just outside Ego 10, and again, that's following the ceremony. If you have a mobile phone, which I'm sure some of you do, would you please ensure that it is now turned on to silent? We are, of course, happy for you to take photographs during the event, but please do remain seated and ensure your phone is on silent at all times. We also encourage you today to celebrate via sharing a photo on social media, again using the hashtag #ULGraduation. And now a few words on the ceremony itself and the significance of the attire of the academic staff and graduates. The origins of academic attire date back to the 12th century, when universities were beginning to emerge. At that stage, the dress of the scholar, both the student and the teacher, was similar to that of the monk. The academic gown itself can be traced back to the Council of Oxford in 1222, where the local bishop decreed that all clergy should wear a closed and flowing gown. Both Oxford and Cambridge adopted this practice and continued with it even when the clerical attire changed. In 1895, formal standards were agreed for American universities, which continue to this day. And there, the colour used is indicative of the subject to which the degree pertains. This same uniformity does not apply here in Ireland, and you may find it difficult to identify a pattern or consistency when the academic staff are assembled here on stage in a few minutes' time. The hood was originally intended to serve as a cover for the tonsured head of the cleric, and caps came to be used at a later time. Again, you may notice that some of our academics wear caps while others do not, and it depends on the custom of the particular university at which the degree was conferred. The procession will be led by members of governing authority in their distinctive robes where there is great uniformity. They are then followed by members of academic council and academic staff in the many colours and styles I explained. They are then followed by the vice presidents, the associate vice presidents, the deans, and the directors. The final group will be led by the mace bearer, along with the president and the provost and deputy president. In medieval times, the mace was a weapon of war and was a heavy staff or club made from metal and was originally used for breaking armour. In 13th century France, the mace was carried by the monarch's bodyguard and began to acquire a ceremonial function as a symbol of secular power. The parchments will be presented across the university mace today to the graduating students by the president when the names of yourself are called. After the ceremony has concluded, you are requested to remain seated while the academic procession, this time led by the mace bearer, proceeds out of the concert hall. I really hope that you enjoy your day today and do want to take this opportunity to wish you well in your future endeavours. I will leave you now to take my own place in the procession, which will commence very, very shortly. Thank you very much.
members of governing authority, members of the academic council, parents, partners and families, graduates of the class of 2021, colleagues. A meeting of the university is hereby convened for the purpose of conferring academic awards. Exercising the power granted to the University of Limerick by Oireachtas Éireann, I hereby confer degrees of the university on the graduates from the Faculty of Business, Kemmy Business School. Students not present are hereby conferred in absentia.
I am pleased to call on the Executive Dean of Kemmy Business School, Professor Finbar Murphy, to make his address of welcome and to present the candidates at the conferring of undergraduate and taught postgraduate awards.
Thank you, Provost and President. First, my heartiest congratulations to you on your achievements. I also want to congratulate your families, your partners, your parents, your siblings, and your sons and daughters, because I know that in the same way it takes a family or a village to raise a child, it takes a family to get a qualification. This academic procession, the somber music, photographs cheering family members, and caps being tossed high in the air, that's how we celebrate the end of grades and exam stress in normal times. But the current global situation has made it impossible to celebrate as we would like. These past 2 years have been tough on everyone, but my colleagues and I in the University of Limerick know only all too well how particularly tough this has been on you, our former students, and now our alumni. Despite those difficulties, you have succeeded and deserve an extra special congratulations. For those of you who have completed your program, or partly or fully through the Kemmy Business School, I would like to remind you that you have graduated from a school that is triple accredited and judged by peer institutions in the US and Europe to be in the top 1% of business schools globally. The graduation ceremony is important because from this day forward, you will have to rely not on the grades or guidance from professors to tell you how you are doing and where you stand. You will have to rely instead on your inner compass. That compass has been honed by your family, by your friends, and by your experience here as a student. And that compass will allow you to chart your own course, question your assumptions, and when necessary, sail unafraid against strong winds. My advice is this: stay close to your friends from college. You've just spent the last number of years with them, and that history is really invaluable. Work colleagues, you can talk to them about work. Neighbours, you can talk to them about community. But friends from college, you can talk to them about everything, or you can do nothing with them and still be happy. My friends from my college days still mean the world to me. Without my college friends, I wouldn't know any Clare hurling supporters or Leinster rugby fans. I would not be the godfather of 2 children. I would have a different best man at my wedding, and my holiday plans this year would be different. Keep being a friend to the friends you already have, but find new ones. Keep in touch with the teachers and professors with whom you have become friends. We're always really glad to hear from you. And find new teachers. Be a teacher yourself and help those who come to depend on your advice. Being helpful to others is a good way to make and keep friends. So go out there and be world beaters. Launch yourself on exciting journeys. Take your friends with you and make new friends along the way. Speaking of journeys, don't forget to call home now and then. I used to write letters and later phone my parents but now we have Zoom, WhatsApp, FaceTime. So whatever technology you use, please do keep in contact with your loved ones and family. I know they will appreciate it. Again, on behalf of everyone in the Kemmy Business School and the University of Limerick, my warmest wishes and congratulations, and good luck in your next journey. President, the Academic Council of the University has been satisfied that the following candidates are worthy to be conferred with undergraduate and taught postgraduate awards. Therefore, I present the candidates and request you to confer the awards on them.
It's now my pleasure to call upon Dr. Noreen Herity, the Department of Work and Employment Studies at Kemmy Business School, to present the candidates for each award. For each award, Dr. Herity will first read the names and the President will present the parchments for the students attending today in person, after which Dr. Herity will read the names of those students graduating for the same award in absentia. So I'd just like you to please applaud each student attending in person enthusiastically as they accept their parchments. And for those students graduating in absentia, please allow Dr. Herity to read all the names for each award in sequence and applaud at the end of each block. Thank you. So, Dr. Herity.
Díomh go léir. Diploma in Applied Taxation. The following students will be awarded in absentia. Auden Jean, Bellew Stephen, Brazel Sarah, Brennan Hannah, Byrne Ellen, Byrne Laura Jean, Byrne Seamus, Cal Stephen, Callahan James, Carey Danielle, Clark Ann, Cody Maria, Coffey Grace, Doherty Anita, Donovan Kieran, Dooley Philip, Egan Clare, Flanagan Mark, Gallagher Richard, Gillen Linda, Gillespie Kathleen, Gleason Noel, Hanlon Denise, Hanrahan James, Hegarty Sean, Higgins Yvonne, Hilly Mary, Houghton Martin, Kumalo Lynette, Kerwin Clare, Lawrence Cloda, Manning Keevy, Marjana Carroll, McAleer Kieran, McDermott Margaret, McDonough Mairead, MacDonald William, McGrath Ross, McHale Ian, McIntyre Brendan, McNabolo Tamara, Moore David, Morgan Brendan, Murphy Shane, O'Connor Susan, O'Connell Cahill, O'Gorman Ann, O'Hare Anita, O'Hora Declan, O'Leary Thomas, O'Rourke Tracy, O'Sullivan Clare, Riley Michelle, Rice David, Ryan Sweeney Una, Scallon Alex, Shannon Lindsay, Sinead Carroll, Stuart Jason, Sullivan Connor, Thomasoon Leila, Walsh Christine, Walsh Mella, and finally Zengakova Dana. Diploma in Human Resource Management. The following student will be presented in absentia. O'Grady Linda. Bachelor of Arts, Applied Taxation. The following students will be presented in absentia. Armstrong Aidan, Bolair Marcus, Brown Clara, Carol John, Darnell Adam, Duffy Sharon, Edwards Breda, Fortune Neve, Gavosh Renata, Hart Jennifer, Hennessy Pamela, Hughes Paul, Keating Deirdre, Kelly Mark, Leo James, Lochman Rita, Lynch Kinga, McGill Roshin, McCreener Stephen, McGahan Sarah, McGann Des, McMenamin Karen, McLeod Donna, Meehan Lisa, Meehan Sarah, Mitchell Louise, Mulholland Suzanne, Nash Sorka, Newchillen Sharon, Noonan Paul, O'Connor Brian, O'Connor Emer, O'Flynn Denise, O'Neill Christopher, O'Sullivan Sarah, Owens David, Papirova Natalia, Quinn Michael, Richmond Ann, Rush Mary, Scahill Miriam, Sheridan Ian, Stapleton Dara, Sweeney Siobhan, Ward Sinead, and finally Williamson Sarah. Bachelor of Arts, Human Resource Management, O'Halloran Thomas. The following will be presented in absentia. Kyo Cahill. Graduate Diploma in Agile Business Analysis, Mulhall Cuiva. Walsh Finula Ann. And in absentia, McGettigan James and Shanahan Marie. Graduate Diploma Financial Services, Colin Gerard. Graduate Diploma Human Resource Management, O'Sullivan Neve. Graduate Diploma Human Resource Management in absentia, Newman Mary. Graduate Diploma in Organizational Behavior, Ghosh Ayushi. Graduate Diploma Work and Organizational Psychology, Carol Emer. In absentia, Kennedy Ann and Pal Alina. Master of Business Human Resource Management, Magner Michael. Master of Science, Business Analytics, O. Jia-Ching. Aurora Akshanka. Butler Dara. Chopra Neetu. DeCourcy Isabel. Deegan Kiron. Dylan Kira. Elliot Kieran. Jiangshandani Suraj. Gleason Nev. Healy Rachel. Hisaria Rahul. Jordan Liam. Kelly Michael. Maduka Udanaka. Manoj Nikhil. Mao Xiaowai. Martley Craig. Marwa Nakul. McCarthy Keane. McSweeney Tig. Malidi Michael. Motwani Jitin Ashoklal. Mudaliar Latasri. Nekato Doreen. Prasade Shubhada Vilas. Putin Madam Prasanan Namputuri Vasudevan. Ragat Kian. Rawat Apuru. Rox Nev. Savant Akshaya Gopal, Sen Ishi, Tivari Suyosh, the following are presented in absentia. Byrne Declan Gerard, Garvey Ronan, Hisaria Rahul, McLaughlin Joseph, Nanda Jyoti Ranjan, Narula Gagan, O'Neill Cormac, Ramesh Mohan, Riley Shannon, Srivastava Prani, Wang Hongying, Yu Shuipeng. Master of Science, Financial Services. Meka. Abasi Wasim Akram. Casey Aiden. Dunn Shane. Fleming Connor. Hessian Kian. Mangan Ida. McDermott Mark. McMahon Ronan. McManamy Marcus. McManus Kate. Nguyen Hoi Nam. Sohail Mohammed. Yadov Yepov. And the following are presented in absentia. Chen Guangzhou, Dharmaraja Nivetita, Grimes Michael, Maliki Dunya, Phelan James, Ring Niev, Tan Gonglu, Walsh Damien. Master of Science, Human Resource Management. Ahern Gillian. Bradish Wayne. Corbett Lisa Marie. Cremens Circa. Curran Joanne. Divine Wayne. Dylan Emma. Downs Richard. Edie Jenkins. Fitzgerald Mary. Foley Neve. Henley Andrea. Hogan Stephen. Kearns Grace. Kelly Jade. Khan Amar Ullah. Lynch Stephen. Misri Niha. Maloney Josephine. Mulqueen Elaine. O'Gorman Cleona. O'Reilly Kerry. Rock Amy. Ryan Jason. Ryan Joanne. Ryan Leah. Ryan Shona. Ryan Teig. Wei Hanjing. And the following are presented in absentia. Barry Anna, Butler Jonathan, Cahill Bernard, Dean Lauren, Enright Allison, Farrell Tracy, Fitzgibbon Aaron, Guilfoyle Christopher, Hassett Ashley, Hurley Rian, Liu Yan, Merrick Ashling, Malloy Aoife, Murphy Michelle, O'Donovan Laura, O'Leary Jason, O'Loughlin Ian, Quigley Catherine, and Troy Cora. Master of Science, Risk Management and Insurance, Barlow Matthew. Fletcher Kira. Larkin Ellen. Leahy Jason. Lee Shuchen. Lyons Craig. Michael Henny Aoife. Muckler Kieran. O'Loughlin Porrick. O'Reilly Connor. Owens Emer. Ruizi Gerald. Maris Maggie. Master of Science in Financial Services, Dharamaraja Nivetetita. The following students in Master of Science Risk Management and Insurance are called in absentia. Gavin Maliki Joe, Asante Samuel, Kennedy Kane, Master of Science Work and Organizational Behavior, Burke Connor. Casey Kira. Conroy Shannon. Cusack Karen. Harkins Patrick. Harrington Ina. King Connor. Morgan Ashling. Mulvihill Lisa. Ryan Shirley. And the following candidates are called in absentia. Davalos Rosanna, Donegan Chloe, Grimes Chloe, Keane Ronan, Tracy Porrick, and finally Tuhi Kira. Master of Science, Work and Organizational Psychology, Brandt Tony. Connaughton Niamh. Kari Emer. Culhan Robert. Farrell Shannon. Larkin Ashling. Marcello Federica. McAuliffe Patrice. Maroney Kerry. Ricky Zegers, Trinidad. And the following are called in absentia. Boyle Adrian, Courtney Adam, Furcht Madison, Leonard Ellen, Neville Nicola, O'Sullivan Karen, O'Brien Lisa, O'Reilly Jack, Tullisford Ashley, and Dwayne Evan. Master in Taxation, Adesanya Bisole Tinrola. Fleming Sirsha. Jodun Sveta. Linan Cormac. McParland Anya. Morrissey Orna. O'Shea Niall. Shanahan Megan. Vincent Tululupe. And the following are presented in absentia. Shirakuri Vamshi Krishna. Egan James, Flannery Chelsea, Kennedy Sinead, Magner Ashling, Menon Garamabina, Cogorge Fiscaler.
President, the Academic Council of the University has been satisfied that the following candidates are worthy to be awarded doctoral degrees by research and thesis. Therefore, I present the candidates and request you to confer the awards on them. The doctoral candidates have successfully undertaken a program of study and research involving the submission of a thesis and its examination by internal and external examiners. The candidates will be presented with their parchments by the President. And our first candidate is Claire Harnett. Claire has successfully submitted a thesis under the supervision of Professor Christine Cross and Dr. Caroline Murphy. The title of Claire's thesis is Exploring the Influence of an Entrepreneur's Gender on the Quality of Jobs They Create. Claire will now be presented with her parchment by the President. Niamh Lafferty. Niamh has successfully submitted a thesis under the supervision of Dr. Sarah McCurtain and Dr. Patricia Mannix-McNamara. The title of Niamh's thesis is More Than a Class Act, a mixed methods examination of the emotional labour of Irish post-primary school teachers. Niamh will now be presented with her parchment by the President. Martin Leheen. Martin has successfully submitted a thesis under the supervision of Professor Sheila Killian and Professor Philip O'Regan. The title of Martin's thesis is Factors Influencing Tax Experts' Perceptions of the Value of Expertise in Their Daily Tax Work, Exploring the Field through a Bordasian Lens. Martin will now be presented with his parchment by the President. Ruth Lynch. Ruth has successfully submitted a thesis under the supervision of Professor Sheila Killian and Professor Philip O'Regan. The title of Ruth's thesis is Professional Perceptions of How Trust and Power Impact on Tax-Client Relationships, an international study of the self-perceptions of tax practitioners' relationships with their clients. Ruth will now be presented with her parchment by the President. And Katerina Tusing. Katerina has successfully submitted a thesis under the supervision of Dr. Caroline Murphy and Dr. Jean McCarthy. The title of Katerina's thesis is HR Analytics and Evidence-Based Decision-Making, a Multi-Stakeholder Perspective. Katerina will now be presented with her parchment by the President. And we have two doctoral qualifications to award in absentia. The first in absentia PhD is Daniel Carter. Daniel has successfully submitted a thesis under the supervision of Dr. Sarah Hayes, Dr. Katie Robinson, and Professor John Forbes. The title of Daniel's thesis is Developing the Evidence Base for a Mobile Health Intervention to Promote Physical Activity Post-Stroke. And our second in absentia PhD is Le Yang. Le has successfully submitted a thesis under the supervision of Dr. Jonathan Laval, Professor Kevin Murphy, and Professor Patrick Gunnigal. The title of Le's thesis is Organizational Identification After Cultural System Reform, the Role of Self-Enhancement and Uncertainty Reduction Motives After a Radical Organizational Change. Thank you all. I now call upon our President, Professor Kirsten May, to present her conferring address.
Dear Yves, welcome graduates. It has been 2 years for us to say this in person, but I'm very delighted to be able to say it to you finally, here and now. Today is a red letter day for the University of Limerick and a day that we mark in celebration of your academic success. Yes, we would have preferred for larger numbers, for your families and friends to be here and share in this occasion. But for now, we will take this as a step towards the better days to come, for the new normal to take hold for you, for this institution, and for society at large. Graduates, may I offer you the warmest of congratulations on completing this hugely important part of your lifelong learning journey. You have excelled academically, and all while we faced some of the most challenging days in recent history. Your achievements cannot be underestimated, as it shows tenacity, determination, and strength of character for each and every one of you to be graduating here today. Be proud of your accomplishment. I'm sure your family, your friends, your tutors, your peers share in that pride. As we rejoin to celebrate your success as a community of scholars, we should look at this institution as being part of a much bigger community. UL is an anchor in the local community, a major educator and knowledge creator, a very significant employer, and an agent of change. UL is part of an international family that helps us all look outward as we develop and strive to excel in the ways we educate you, our students and now graduates, to be the leaders of tomorrow. It may not feel like it at the moment, but life moves fast, and we see members of this UL graduate family every year who sit where you sit now, and who are now leading in their fields, innovating, driving positive change, and inspiring others around them every day. All of that potential is now yours for grasping. Over the last 2 years, all of us had to deal with significant disruption and challenge to our lives, our work, our education, and our research. We are now thankfully emerging from the clutches of a devastating pandemic, one that will leave many scars. However, let us not forget that we fought the pandemic on the front line through research, advances in medicine, but most of all through the determination and the solidarity of our communities. As we enter into our third year of living with COVID-19, the importance and resilience of the higher education sector has never been more evident. UL has always been described as an agile, entrepreneurial, and pioneering university. We have a reputation for shaping and trailblazing, responding to societal challenges, and contributing to the advancement of the Irish knowledge economy by working closely with employers to develop the right graduate attributes and skills, and by engaging with industry, communities, public agencies, and government in cutting-edge research, knowledge exchange, and impact generation. Here in UL, our response to COVID-19 was swift and determined. We developed PPE, we worked tirelessly in the laboratories, and we studied and modeled how the virus would spread and what marks it would leave on society. We moved our entire teaching and learning infrastructure online within weeks. That is 3,000 modules and the efforts of over 1,800 staff and over 17,000 students. We contact traced, we cared for those infected, and we assisted in their recovery. It has no doubt taken a toll on all of us, but in another way, it has shown that the vital role of universities in our world and offered us opportunities to do things differently. You can reflect on a period as a student and now a graduate where you got a different learning experience, which came with different challenges compared to learning through focused face-to-face delivery. With the payment of the student contribution and course fees more generally, a view is growing that universities are mere service providers, contracted to deliver a set menu of easy, digestible content and certified skills. Contrary to this rather consumerist attitude, learning requires the proactive engagement and co-creation by students. It is a process of making and becoming for everyone involved in it. The coronavirus pandemic has catalyzed a monumental shift to virtual and hybrid learning for the entire global higher education sector. While this transition has come with challenges to established ways of developing, imparting and assessing knowledge and skills, it has opened up new opportunities to facilitate learning and engagement, to make accessible insights and a diversity of perspectives, to share expertise and experience across geographic and institutional boundaries. We must seize these opportunities and transform tertiary education now to safeguard the resilience of the sector and the ability to meet the challenges of tomorrow. We have welcomed the establishment of the new Technological University of the Shannon, Midlands, Midwest here in the region and continue to collaborate with our colleagues in TUS-MM and Mary Immaculate College. However, there's little point in creating new universities without funding all higher education institutions sufficiently to enable them to act as societal change engines. Lack of adequate funding is pushing Irish universities down the international rankings as we struggle to compete with the resources afforded to many of our global university partners. While we welcome the clear value signal that government made with the establishment of the Minister and Department of Further and Higher Education, Research, Innovation and Science, what we need now are the resources to support the extraordinary talent already in place in Irish universities and to welcome significantly more students every year throughout this decade as a result of continuous demographic growth and widening access to higher education. It has always been our policy in UL to enhance access and to put respective pathways in place so that everyone who should go to university does go to university. But what do we do when we simply no longer have the space or the right learning environment to meet the needs of our diversifying student community or the adequate means to advance research? Talent is Ireland's treasure and a key resource for its shared prosperity. And we must nurture diverse talents, furthering and safeguarding inclusion, diversity and equality through higher education and advanced research are vital for the thriving of our communities. We must realize the opportunity to build on what we have learned from the blended and online delivery over the past 2 years. We must reimagine university education to engender continuous re- and upskilling and to enable a life-wide learning approach, aligned to the major transformation of the world of work and the ways we live. Universities have to be a space for creative thinking and critical reflection, for experimentation and calculated risk-taking, underpinned by academic freedom and freedom of expression, where divergent views and alternative futures can be explored and disruptive innovation happens. Universities play an important part in addressing planetary health and climate change, in challenging unsustainable economic growth models and social injustice. Universities have to be a place where new value propositions, scientific models, creative practices, and social technologies are being piloted and tested. Considerations for the future of education have to focus on growing a sense of interrelatedness between individuals and community, between the local and the global. The remodeling of university education to support learning throughout the lifespan and advanced inquiry has to go hand in glove with the reform of its funding model, enhanced investment into its research infrastructure, capacity and capability building, and a governance approach that is built on partnership. As I mentioned before, we are part of a local and international community, a community that we are committed to through our development plans for the UL City Centre campus in the heart of Limerick, and our ambitions to grow our campus and its environs with a strategic development zone designation adjacent to the North Campus. Next week will mark the start of a new beginning as a small group of UL students undertake part of their educational journey on the UL City Centre campus. Our commitment to the region is steadfast. We will continue to strive for UL to be known as a destination for excellence in education, research and innovation. We will both develop and attract the highest caliber staff and the best students from all sections of society, both in Ireland and abroad, and ensure that Limerick and the Midwest are recognized as great places to live, study and work. Today, you emerge as our latest cohort of ambassadors who can share in that story and commitment. You are now armed with an award worthy of your efforts. An award from this institution comes marked with one of the highest graduate employability rates in the country and beyond. To that end, it is imperative that we continue to hone and support our strong employer relationships, as they are vital too for shaping future-facing academic programs that are relevant for students, parents and guardians, and employers alike. Programs such as our Masters in Artificial Intelligence, Data Analytics, Cybersecurity, Finance and Machine Learning, and indeed the industry flagship course in Immersive Software Engineering with its over 50 industry partners are all future-facing and respond to the radical and rapid changes in and to professional fields and the occupational landscape. There are many influences informing these changes, such as digitization, the global flow of capital and information, the exponential growth of knowledge, scientific advances, and increases in disruptive technologies. Just as you are prepared now to face your next challenge, we are prepared for furthering our approach to innovation, to advance research and increase our knowledge exchange in sustainable ways. We will do this through collaborations with other academic institutions nationally and internationally, with businesses and industries, with government and with communities. It's a journey just like yours, and one that we know our paths will cross again in the future. Our higher education institutes protect the value of academic achievements proudly and fiercely by ensuring that our governance of your educational journey reaches the highest international standards. We stand firm against any dilution of educational standards to ensure that you can use your degree confidently and proudly in the knowledge that it is an unquestionable statement of ability, attainment, and academic integrity. Today, you join a global alumni community from UL of more than 110,000 graduates who are shaping the world we live in. For some of you, your steps on this pathway of formal education will end here for now, and you will become dynamic and more informed members of the workforce. For others, you will stay on this path of knowledge acquisition and exchange and take your studies onwards. For all of you, the achievement of graduating today has been hard-earned through dedication and focus, persistent and some degree of self-sacrifice. You have been helped on your journey to this point by a network of supporters. And now, graduates, take a moment to thank your parents and guardians, your partners and family, your friends and supporters, as well as the members of UL, lecturers, academic and technical support staff and administrators, all of whom are very proud of your accomplishments. In order to show your appreciation to your supporters, you may now clap and/or raise your cup and toss it in the air. So that was for all the supporters. Now back to the graduates. Determination, hard work, and perseverance will always bring success, and now you're equipped with the skill set and the tools to overcome challenges and to succeed. Be cognizant of your own self-worth, your growth potential, and your ability to achieve. Crucially, Determine what success means for you. Savor the short-term accomplishments, but be mindful of your long-term aspirations and fulfillment, professionally and personally. And all the while think carefully about your priorities and what you can give to others and how you can impact the communities you live and work in. Today, as University of Limerick President, I can proudly stand before you and end by wishing you the very best for the future, safe in the knowledge that when life does become uncertain, you will always find comfort and sustenance from the achievements that we mark in your graduation here today. Feel tall, feel proud, savor and relish the achievements of today, and go out into the world to make a change. Many congratulations and thank you. Cohortigus Agus Goma, Gorf Mila Maragot.
Well, warm congratulations to all of you, whether you graduated in person today or whether you're watching on the live stream and graduated in absentia. This brings our ceremony to a close. Could I ask, please, graduates, could you remain in your seats while the stage party leaves the auditorium, and then the ushers will direct you as to which exits to take. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.